guys, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another react video. I actually recorded this one, and then when I thought I turned the camera back on to record the other half of it, it didn't turn on apparently. So today I'm going to be reacting to the video again, but I think it's a good opportunity to watch this. Now this is another Hooked on the Look video. I don't know why, but I'm reacting to only Hooked on the Look stuff. If you guys have anything else you want me to react to that isn't from Hooked on the Look, please let me know, because I think I'm getting repetitive. As I said in a previous video, I like to use these videos to talk about goth topics, goth music, and all that kind of stuff. I also want to make a point of saying that Hooked on the Look is mostly focused around fashion, but they have made a point to include music in the past. I can think of two examples. There was the Goth Barbie that had plastic surgery, and there was also Rotting Doll's video with her boyfriend, a pastel goth, and they include music in both of those. In one hand they mentioned one, and the other hand they actually had a clip of her boyfriend playing music. So when I complained about them not including music when it comes to goth people, they have done it in the past. It's not like they haven't done it. So this video is a couple dresses as a vampire every day, Hooked on the Look. So let's get into it.
If I would get the opportunity to, I would turn you to a vampire today.
Who wouldn't want to live forever?
Yeah, they drink blood.
Wait, do they? Okay, so in the first opening sequence, the people talk about wanting to be a vampire, and I'm not sure how much of that is scripted, how much of that they have been told to say by the producers. I know that the lovely Law over on her channel has covered some Hooked on the Look videos where she says that the people are being told to say certain things and it doesn't quite sound genuine. So I'm not sure like how much of it is actually fake. Like in this opening sequence, the guy was joking. He said that they actually drink blood, and then someone, I'm assuming the producer or someone on set, said, wait, do they? Now in the actual clip of this, in the video, they actually just joke about it and say, oh no, I was just joking, but they cut that out in order to put the logo in for the video. So it's kind of like they're baiting you into thinking certain things about these people without actually saying anything about them, which is kind of shady, I'm not gonna lie.
It takes me around 30 minutes to get ready in the morning. Usually Victoria takes around 3 hours to get ready.
So it takes him 30 minutes to get ready in the morning. It takes me 30 minutes to get ready in the morning as well, and that is like a full goth look. You guys have seen me get ready in 15 minutes and 10 minutes. I can get ready much quicker, but for this sort of thing, this is about 30 minutes. He says it takes his partner, his girlfriend, I'm assuming, about 3 hours to get ready. I'm not sure like if she's just really taking her time or if she's doing a lot more than what I think she's doing. Maybe he means like clothes and everything, hair and everything, so maybe that's what takes her a little bit longer. But pretty cool contacts. I mean, I used to wear contacts, I don't do that anymore though, because I'm broke and I can't afford contacts.
So I'm usually ready and just waiting for a while or make breakfast.
I am very slow with my makeup. I love to look like pale. I like to look like a vampire, like a pale as a vampire. So that's my first routine. My name is Victoria Lovelace and I'm a magical vampire princess.
So like, I don't want to make light of this sort of thing, but the way they are saying things, it does kind of seem like the producers may have been like, hey, can you say pale like a vampire? Or can you say you're a vampire princess? Or something like that. It does kind of seem like they have been prompted to say certain things. Now, I don't know anything about Victoria Lovelace or her partner. I've never looked into them. I know of her. I've heard her name around a few times. So if you guys know more than I do about her, let me know. But again, this video is going to be solely based off what I see in this video and my reaction to this video. It's not meant to be anything from any other source.
I am Draco Grotesque, a multi-instrumentalist musician, and I live currently live in Los Angeles.
I always liked the vampire aesthetic, like when it comes to clothes, like when it comes to home decor, like everything. I always like want to stay young.
Stop the aging process.
Yeah, stop the aging
Like
process.
vampires don't age and
exactly.
live forever.
Yeah, vampire doesn't age, and that's what I want to be. If I would get the opportunity to be a vampire, like I would turn you to a vampire today.
I'm really glad they're not saying goth aesthetic or goth look, because truth be told, they could quite easily say that and people would quite honestly buy it. In this video, they do actually talk about music. They talk about the music that Dracul and his band makes, and they make metal music, which is pretty obviously addressed. So I'm honestly so glad and so happy they don't actually mention goth when it comes to aesthetic, looks, anything, and I'm actually... And we also have the correct uses of the terms gothic as well, so thank you.
And you're gonna live forever. I wanna live forever. So I would take the opportunity to do that.
I mean, who wouldn't want to be a vampire and be able to fly at night or, you know, drink blood and all that?
I would not want to be a vampire. I could not imagine living forever. I would absolutely hate that. I would like the opportunity to fly around. That would be awesome. But I like going outside way too much during the day to become a vampire. So I don't want to be a vampire.
Yeah.
I think everything that comes with it, or what Hollywood has made of it, it just makes it so attractive for us.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, who wouldn't want to live forever, you know? I like more ugly, like Beauty and the Beast, you know, she's very beautiful. And I just always try to go for like an uglier look, I guess. It's just my thing. Since I was young, maybe like around 12, 13, I always been obsessed with the white face. I've been obsessed with like the dead, cemeteries.
So I start very early. My mother told me that I wanted to look like a princess, and that was 100%. 24.
So when they're using the word obsessed, that I think is overused nowadays. It's just like, oh my god, I'm so obsessed with this, and it's just, you're not actually obsessed with it. So I think if people are going to take this literally, and I think people will tend to go literal when it comes to things they don't understand. So when it comes to an aesthetic like this one, they might take them using obsessed with cemeteries, obsessed with pale face, obsessed with whatever else, as meaning that is all it is and that's how you have to be. But when someone says, oh my god, I'm obsessed with lipstick, they might not take it so literally because they understand lipstick, they understand what that means. So people might take this to be too literal.
I am also guilty of incorrectly using the word obsessed, so don't worry if you are too. I just mean to say people will often take this literally and not how it's used in modern speech.
Or 7. I got permanent fangs a couple of years ago. So I have them forever now, and I'm very happy with that because that's making me feel like my self-expression for my style.
Well, since I was a kid, I've always watched like horror movies. I always liked like Nosferatu, vampire movies, Dracula.
A couple of things. Permanent fangs, that is really cool. I think if you have the money to do it and you want to do it, go ahead and do it if you want to. I don't care. Second thing, that t-shirt collection is a t-shirt collection to rival all. I need a t-shirt collection that big, damn. But can you imagine wanting to get a t-shirt on the bottom and having to like pull it out and that whole thing come down? Oh, I'd be so pissed.
Became obsessed more with like vampires dressing in black. So for me it was like, well, maybe I go to a funeral every day, you know, like, you know, it's just, it's my comfort zone.
Hello.
Yeah, what's up?
How's it going, Tony?
How are you guys?
Good to see you.
Hello, Victoria.
Good to see you again.
Nice to see you
Come on
guys.
in, you want some tea?
Sweet corpse paint.
Where are you?
Oh, what are you guys up to? Oh, my first impression of him, I thought he was, I thought his style was like pretty cool. When I heard him play, I was blown away. I was like, wow, this is awesome. And when we started the band, it was great. It was awesome. We had only a few shows, but it was still one of the best times of my life. So, what are you working on there?
I was working on a Luna Puta song. You want to go?
Bless his friend Tony, though he looks so uncomfortable with the camera crew. Bless him.
Over the Rivers of Blood?
Sure, go over
Sky
Rivers
with
of
Black
Blood.
Sun?
Sure. Sounds awesome.
Huh?
Yeah, go for it. Sure. That was good. Man, dude, I miss playing that song.
Yeah, that's a good
I was
one.
performing that song.
Been a
Good
while.
times. Yeah, it's been a long time. I was blown
See, not goth music.
away. Like I was like, oh, he's a cool guy. Like he was like I like his style was really unique. He was himself. They're both very different. It's kind of hard to describe them.
So uncomfortable. I'm getting like a second-hand uncomfortability from this.
So when I walked in, they were
They're-
drinking blood.
Yeah, yeah. They drink blood. They drink each other's blood. Each other's blood. Apologies.
Wait, do they?
No,
I
just.
Well, whenever I cut myself shaving, she'll come along again.
I mean, we like as a joke.
There's the point I was telling you about, guys. That is the clip that they left out of the beginning. So you can see how the people behind the scenes can make a scene look a certain way.
People stare, but I think here in LA is a little bit better than I'm coming from. I'm coming from a small town in northern Sweden. People just stare there. They just stop and stare and they don't say anything. What I like here in LA is that people actually come up to you.
I'm very impressed with her ability and her ability to walk in platform high heels and platforms on a beach with sand. Because I can barely walk on a beach in flip-flops, and I lived in New Zealand for 3 years.
And they say like, oh, you look nice, or that's a cool style, or can I take a picture? And I'm very happy to take a picture with people if they asked.
Yeah, well, she's a pretty goth girl.
Now, when I first watched, I had to turn on the subtitles for this bit, and they do say she's a pretty gothic girl, so I am quite happy with how they use that term. But when I first heard it, I was like, wait a minute, wait, what was that? I had to replay it like 5 different times, so I wanted to make sure they weren't using it incorrectly.
And I'm more like on the obscure side, so I don't really get the so nice comments. I've gotten some where people say like, oh, you should kill the devil, or you're a freak, or why you're wearing girl shoes.
Oh, look at that movie star, ghetto worshiper. I mean, devil worshiper. Look at the devil worshiper. Y'all devil worshiper.
I unfortunately have had this happen quite a bit. There are people out there who do suffer from mental illnesses that aren't being treated. Like, I think this man probably is, or he might be drunk or something, but I do like his reaction to it, and her face is kind of like, oh, for God's sake, happening again. So I do like their reaction to it. I like that they just kind of walk away and they take it in their stride.
Where I call myself a magic and vampire princess, and I had also a dream like to live in that magical world. Gothic castle, beautiful clothes.
Black cats, bats, everything that's really dark and ugly, and that's why I chose drag cool, grotesque, and I find beauty in things that are ugly. Somebody's think something is ugly, like a bat, and I think it's like the most beautiful thing. But for me, it's just everything black makes me feel comfortable. So that name Dracula, it's like comforting. I feel happy to know that I am who I am, and I never change for anybody, and I never will, and still who I am.
So I'm thinking for me it's a lifestyle, and I'm not taking that off because I go to work or to school.
I'm also not sure what Victoria does for a living. She says she doesn't want to take her makeup off or her look off to go to school or to work, which is perfectly fine. I don't mind that. But is she a model? I think she is. I have to Google that actually just to make sure. So I've done something that I don't normally do on my videos, and I've actually gone onto her Instagram page. So I think she's, oh, she creates makeup, I think, and I think she also models by the look of it, which is pretty cool. So yeah, she doesn't really have to take her look off to go to work. But her like little bio is Swedish magical vampire princess based in LA. So I guess that is something that's like her tagline when it comes to her brand, which I didn't know. So now I know that I can look back at that video in a different way.
Yeah, sure. Hi.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
I'm not gonna hurt you. I'll be shy. Cheers.
Jeez.
The thing with kids is that kids love the gothic aesthetic. I mean, I was in an elevator once just going to town when I was still living at home with my parents, and a kid was like, oh, are you a vampire? And her mum was like, just say yeah, she's got her thing for vampires. I was like, yeah, I am. And she goes, oh, does that mean you hurt people? And I went, no, a nice vampire. And like, she was just really interested in it, and I think her mum kind of knew that she had an interest in vampires. I know there's quite a few vampire and spooky TV shows happening for like kids nowadays, so I think it's really sweet that they kind of let these kids take photos of them and stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
No problem.
But that was it for the video. My final thoughts, I'm ecstatic they don't call it goth. I am so happy they call it vampire aesthetic or they call it other things, and I'm really glad about that. But also I do want to point out that people will take that literally and people may interpret it as being something else. I'm glad they handled it quite nicely. The whole way they handled it was really lovely. I was really happy with the video. I think that Dracul and Victoria are so cute together. As my understanding, they are actually engaged now, which is so adorable. They seem so happy together. I like that this video was correctly titled. I like that it was well made. I really just love this video. This video is actually one of my favourites I have seen by Hooks on the Look. I am so happy about it. But guys, that was it from me. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you've got any more videos you want to see me react to, please comment them down below as well. But that was it from me. Stay safe, stay dark. A huge thank you to our patrons, because without them videos like this are not possible. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.